Hello, Laoshi Lawrence McElroy here again in our pre-recorded video series during this time of home isolation. So today I thought we'd start a short series doing a small drill into the 13 root energies of Tai Chi Chuan. Those are ward off, roll back, press, push, pluck, split, elbow stroke, shoulder stroke, and then 5 directions. So today we're going to start with the first 4 energies: ward off, roll back, press, and push. But first, from a Water Tiger School perspective, we look at the 13 root energies as occurring all the time in every part of the body. In other words, all 13 energies can be found broadly in sort of the overall sense or flavor of an individual moment. They can be found in sections of the body: a wrist, an elbow, an upper arm, a hand, a foot, etc. But they can also be found in each smaller portion of the body. And don't worry, from our perspective, this is not something that you have to create. Oh, let's do a deep dive into the 13 root energies and then do a movement and dice it out and dissect it and figure out exactly what part of the body is doing the ward off and the rollback energy, and where's the split, and where's the direction of that body part. That's not necessary, because if we are moving properly, in proper structure, with proper martial intent, in other words, swimming in air, the body generates the 13 root energies. They are something that will be there if the underlying principles of Tai Chi are maintained. Now, one of the reasons that some folks start to break down the 13 root energies and say, well, this posture has this root energy and this posture over here has that root energy, etc., can be because the first 4 energies, ward off, roll back, press, and push, Peng, Lu, Ji, and On, and again, my Chinese is terrible, are also postures in most everybody's forms. Now, in the Water Tiger School lineage, those 4 postures are grouped together, and we call the 4 postures together grasp sparrow's tail. Other people might call an individual posture, like ward off, grasp sparrow's tail, and then you do roll back, press, and push, etc. But anyway, those 4 postures in our lineage physically manifest. There's ward off. I'm going to do a long roll back, press, and push. And what I meant by a long rollback is you can also do just in here and change direction into press. So those are 4 postures in the form. And they can be said to exemplify the first 4 energies of the 13 root energies of Tai Chi. Because the basic martial application of ward off for us is a punch is coming in. If I'm going to do a left ward off from this side, so it's left to left, I'm coming in underneath that punch and redirecting it back in the direction from whence it came. Rollback is leading energy. And there are a couple different ways to manifest rollback. Usually when we teach the basic martial application, instead of the small rollback in the movements of the form, we do a large rollback, which means the punch is coming in from this side. If I'm going to roll back to my right, I intercept it without stopping it. It's a blended block. Hook without a grab. Bring the other hand in into the either the upper arm or the elbow, depends upon the kind of joint lock. We usually go for the elbow, so we have that little leverage, and then lead the energy down and away, and the punch down and away. Press energy or press as a posture application is a shove. Punch is coming in, routing the same direction. I do this kind of block, so the punch is coming in with the right, it's left to right. I'm rounding it in, pressing it into the surface of the opponent, and the same with that becomes a shove, moving them backwards. Push as a posture application for the posture that's in the form is a double hand strike. Now, most people, for safety concerns, since we're striking in the chest area, we end up just shoving the other person. But it's a block and then a double palm strike, really driving to the heels of the palm. Ward off as an energy is a bouncing energy. Think of yourself or the body part as a rubber ball, and how you have that elasticity, that swing in the movement. And you can see that in the manifestation of the posture's basic martial application, but also the roundedness and the settling in with the arm as a whole into that position is like the compression of a ball against the wall. Leading energy, rollback energy, is leading energy. So I'm not pulling, I'm not shoving in a given direction, it's a lead. So where is leading energy in this moment? There's an aspect within the context of what's happening in the upper body. There's a little bit of a pluck energy there, but there's also in the way the arm is turning back and pulling in, it's being led. So there's a little rollback energy there. Press is energy that's pressed into the surface of the action. So again, press as a martial application is a shove. And press, again, going back to this moment, can be in the way the muscle is activated, say in the upper arm, settling, pressing itself into place. Push is penetrating energy. Again, press is in the surface, push is penetrating, which leads to issues because we think of pushing as shoving someone. And we need to change that up a little bit. Pushing is pushing energy through. Think of, sort of your stereotypical martial arts movie that has, the young fighter training and the old wise instructor or coach saying, no, 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 you're hitting the surface of the target. Don't hit the bag, hit through the bag. Don't hit the surface of the board, hit through the board. That is penetrating energy. And in that same arm, again, sticking with sort of a larger picture here, so maybe you can feel it better, where the movement and the muscle movement and the physical movement of the arm is pressing in the upper arm, the elbow, in settling down into position, is a penetrating energy as it drops into place. So I did not, talk about how in this part of the wrist, those four energies all exist, but they should in every part of the movement, in every part of the body. But again, don't worry that you're responsible for testing yourself in each and every aspect of your body. What you have to do is maintain the principles, maintain the martial intent, maintaining the concept of swimming in air, and then the 13 root energies gives you a way to talk about what it is that you're experiencing in your body. So, first four: ward off, roll back, press, and push. Pong, though I don't like saying Pong. I grew up in the time of Pong, so I usually use the anglicized spelling and say Peng instead of Peng. Peng, Le, Ji, and On. The first 4 of the 13 root energies of Tai Chi Chuan. I hope this has made some sort of sense, that it has helped maybe a little with your understanding of the 13 root energies, well, at least from the Water Tiger School perspective. And as always, if you have any questions or observations, feel free to share them in the comment section below. Wash your hands, stop touching your face, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.